of specification error, if it is an overestimated model, underestimated model, and so on. So now we have to do tests for specification error. There are tests also which tell us if specification error is present in the model or not. So give the heading test for specification error. The first test is that old famous test that we've already done, is the Durbin-Watson D statistics. So the formula for D is mu t minus 1 the whole square divided by summation mu t square. This is that formula that we've done before. We started this test with autocorrelation. So autocorrelation में हमने सबसे पहले Durbin-Watson किया था to find out if autocorrelation is present or not. ठीक है, ये हमने वहीं से लिया है test. So now the steps under this are: estimate the model, phi t equals to beta 1 cap plus beta 2 cap xt plus mu t cap, and calculate mu t cap. Second step, calculate D statistic by using this formula. So now this is up till here only. So this test tells us that whenever we get no autocorrelation according to this method, that is the correct model to be estimated, or that model will not have the problem of specification error. So you can write whichever function gives no autocorrelation, that is correct, or that's the correct function. Clear? Second test is Ramsey reset test. So it was given by a person whose second name was Ramsey, and the model we are starting with is phi t equals to beta 1 plus beta 2 xt plus mu t. Step 1, apply OLS to calculate beta 1 cap and beta 2 cap, and hence phi t cap and r square O. So this O here means the old R square. ठीक है, क्योंकि आगे जाके मॉडल को फिर से मॉडिफाई करेंगे, तो इस मॉडल के लिए जो हम आर स्क्वायर निकाल रहे हैं उसको हम बोल रहे हैं आर ओ स्क्वायर। जो दूसरा मॉडल हम ले रहे हैं चेक करने के लिए कि किसमें स्पेसिफिकेशन एरर है, फर्स्ट मॉडल में कि सेकंड मॉडल में। सो द सेकंड मॉडल, regress and apply OLS to this yi equals to beta 1 plus beta 2 xi plus beta 3 yi cap square plus beta 4 yi cap cube plus mu t. So this is the modification that we've done. We've added an auto-regressive term on the right-hand side. Auto-regressive मतलब जो left-hand side पे है वो अपने आप को auto-regress right-hand side पे भी कर रहा है. So yt के polynomial terms are present on the right-hand side as well. And we calculate Rn square. So Rn मतलब new R square. Okay, written till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now दोनों आर ओ स्क्वायर और आर एन स्क्वायर निकालने के बाद हम लगाते हैं एफ टेस्ट. So एफ टेस्ट का फॉर्मूला है आर एन स्क्वायर माइनस आर ओ स्क्वायर for the given number of additional variables divided by 1 minus Rn square for given n minus k degrees of freedom. So H naught है Rn square equals to Ro square and alternate है Rn square is not equal to Ro square. So here we say there is no specification error. Here specification error is there. ठीक है, यहाँ पर the number of additional variables are those y's or the auto-regressive terms that we've added on the RHS. ठीक है, those are the additional variables जो हमने polynomial terms y i के लगाए हैं right hand side में, उनको हम additional variables बोल रहे हैं. Written? So now third specification error is, I'll start from here only. It's the Lagrange multiplier test. Lagrangian multiplier test. It is also called the LM test. So step 1, regress this model yi equals to beta 1 cap plus beta 2 cap x I plus mu I cap. And calculate the residual term, that is the mu, mu I cap. Then second step. So according to this LM method, they've given a relation between mu I and the xi. So mu I cap is written as alpha 1 plus alpha 2 xi plus alpha 3 xi square plus alpha 4 xi cube plus some error term vi. Okay, we estimate r square from this equation. We apply OLS and estimate r square, and then we apply the chi-square test. तो उसके लिए formula है n into r square, which follows chi-square distribution, and it's compared to the chi-square table value for m by 2 degrees of freedom. M is the number of additional variables here. So additional variables कौन से हैं जो हमने ये square और cube terms लगाए हैं. This is not alpha, this is x. So इस केस में हमारा हमने यहाँ पे 2 लगाया है. So in this case m is equal to 2. Okay, so h naught is defined as alpha 3 and alpha 4, they are equal to 0. In that case, we say there's no specification error. And h1 alpha 3 is equal to alpha 4 and they're not equal to 0. So alternate hypothesis tells that specification error is present. So LM method also gives us a remedial measure. That remedial measure is, you can write down, that if now we have a specification error in the model, and what LM method tells us is that he says that you can keep on adding these polynomial terms. You can add alpha 5 xi raised to power 4, then you can add alpha 6 xi raised to power 5, and so on until and unless we get this null hypothesis accepted. Okay, so they give us this remedial measure which says that remedial measure is that if first function is not correct, then add the square of the xi term with mu I and so on. So we keep on adding these polynomial terms until we get no specification error. written? Have you all written?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with this part of the specification error is finished. We have two more things in this unit. One is the measurement error, and then we have the model selection criteria. Okay, so we'll first do the model selection criteria, and then we'll move to the measurement error. So give the heading model selection criteria. So there are two kinds of models. One we call as a nested model, and the other one we call as a non-nested model. So one is a nested model, the other one is a non-nested model. So nested model का मतलब जिसमें सारी information contained होती है, ठीक है? All the information regarding all the variables are there in that model. Non-nested is that few of the variables are not there in the model. So all the information is not contained in that model. ठीक है? For example, write down 3 models. ठीक है? तो ये तीनों जो इक्वेशंस लिखी है मैंने, ये नेस्टेड और नॉन नेस्टेड को एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए. So look at the first two models. In the first two models, A and B, our variables are x2i, x3i and x4i. ठीक है? So if we don't consider model number A and we only consider model number B, then also our purpose will be solved. ठीक है? क्योंकि हमने B मॉडल में हमने एक अपना एडिशनल वेरिएबल जो x4 आया है उसको ऐड करा है. ठीक है? रेस्ट ऑल द अदर variables are there. So we say that all the information of model A is nested or contained in model B. Okay, so model B is a nested model of model A, or model B is a nested model. And if we talk about model C, then model C may we have an extra variable or we have an additional variable. We don't have x3i and x4i. Rather, there's some different variable that is z3i. Okay, so we just say that model C is a non-nested model of model A. Understood? Nested and non-nested?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now there are different criteria for selecting a better model. So if we have 2 or 3 models, how to compare those models and tell if and tell which model can be used for estimation. So for that, we have different criteria. The first one is, this we all already know, greater value of R square. So greater value of R square, better the model is. ठीक है? This we already know, right? So R square क्या बात बताता है हमें? How good the model is. तो जो भी अगर 2 या 3 मॉडल्स हैं, जिस भी मॉडल की R square ज्यादा है, that we say is a better model for estimation. ठीक है? पर इसके ड्रॉबैक्स भी हैं. ड्रॉबैक क्या है? R square is an increasing function of k. K are the number of variables. So as the number of variables in the model increases, the R square also tends to increase. ठीक है? So जरूरी नहीं है वो हम relevant models को add कर रहे हैं, but हमारी R square की value inflate हो सकती है. So in that case, R square will not give us the true explanation of a good model. Okay. So this was the first criteria. Second वाला इससे related है. So to overcome the drawback of the first method, to overcome one, ये first वाला जो step है, we use R bar square. This is the adjusted R square for adjusted degrees of freedom. इसका फॉर्मूला क्या है? So see, initially we've done, हमने जब start किया था तो हमने किया था what is estimated sum of squares, what is residual sum of squares. So if you remember, we said that total sum of squares for an equation equals to estimated sum of squares plus residual sum of squares. ठीक है? And R square का हमने फॉर्मूला लिखा था, it was estimated sum of square divided by the total sum of square. ठीक है? So estimated sum of square को आप क्या लिख सकते हो from this? It can be written as total sum of square minus the residual sum of square divided by the total sum of square. And when you take the LCM, this becomes 1 minus residual sum of square divided by total sum of square. ओके, ये पता लगा सबको यहाँ तक? 1 minus RSS by क्या हो गया? 1 minus RSS by T कैसे? Did you get to know?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So adjusted R square और normal R square में ये फर्क है that adjusted R square the value will only increase if the right hand side variable or the dependent variable is adding a meaning to the model. Okay, if we are adding an irrelevant variable on the right hand side, then this adjusted R square will not increase. But on the other hand, if you are talking about simple R square, that will increase. Okay, simple R square will simply increase because the number of variables on the right hand side are increasing. But adjusted R square will increase only and only if it's a relevant variable, or only and only if the right hand side variable is improving the model. Okay? Oh, this is